Officiating at the junior high level requires extra tolerance, flexibility, and common sense. While it's imperative that you understand all aspects of the game, a sense of humor is also an essential tool. Okay, so I'm up. You're the R2?
Yes.
Net and center line are all yours. I'm not going to call the net, not going to call the center line unless it gets on my radar, and it's only going to get on my radar if you're not calling it, but I'm not looking for it. The antenna on your side is yours as well. Let's see, I will wait for you every time to give me the court back. If you have play-changing information at the end of a rally, just come over and tell me. You don't have to wait for me to call you over, just come over. By the same token, if I call a line judge over, I'd like you to come over, because whatever we decide, you're going to have to relay that to the coach.
Okay.
So if you would just come over, I'd appreciate it. In terms of back row stuff, back row attack, back row setter, libero, on or in front of the 10-foot line using her hands, if you would watch the libero's hands, watch her feet, I'm going to watch her hands. If you see her on or in front of the 10-foot line, she's going to use her hands, what are you going to show me?
What would be easier for you? I can point to the line or I could do this. What would you prefer?
Well, what do you think comes naturally to you?
Probably going to the line.
Probably pointing to the line? That's fine. I don't want you to change what you're doing. I just want to know what to expect. So if I see that, then I'm going to know what it's for. So what about like a back row setter or something that you think contacts the ball above the height of the net and the ball is
Then I
traveling
would do
forward?
this.
You're going to give me that?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be great. With 4 hits, do you give them when they happen, or are you going to give them preemptively?
Usually I will preempt, because if I see that there was no touch on the block, then I can at least let you know I didn't have a touch, so then you can see if there's contact.
Okay. Do you nod your head or shake your head or anything like that?
Unless you're looking at me like, was that a good call? I'll say yes, it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Any kind of this stuff is great.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Good. Pancake, if you see the ball down, step out. If I haven't seen you yet, step out again. And if I still haven't seen you, then blow your whistle, and we'll deal with it when it comes. I'm not going to wave you off. I might wave off a line judge, but if you see it, come out and show it to me, big and proud. Same with the touch. If you see a touch and you don't think anybody else has it, then show it to me nice and big. I will take all the help that you have. 2 hits, 4 hits, lift. If you think that I've been blocked out, give it to me. I'll take it. I'll be looking for you, especially when there's a bang-bang play over on your side of the net. And I don't know who it went off of. I'm going to look to you for some assistance. So if you can tell me it's off of them, or would you do this, or do you get to the fault side? How do you think that would work?
It might depend on the situation, but I would try to give you enough information within that situation.
Okay.
So if it might be where I'm giving you the out signal, but I may have to point, so I might slowly walk over there just to make sure you know that it was off of them.
Okay.
It just depends on how quick that play was.
So do you naturally get to the fault side at the end of each play, or
I try.
kind of sometimes? Okay.
I try.
Okay.
If not, I will try the next time.
Oh, that's good to know, because then I would know, okay, fault, Tina's on that side, I know that's the fault if I have a question, but that's fine, I can work with that. In regards to the bench and the scores table, that's your business, and I'm not going to get involved in your business. If you have an issue with the coach and you're conversing with the coach, I'm going to wait for you. When you've had enough of the coach and you're ready to play, give me the court back and I'm going to blow my whistle.
Okay.
No matter where you are, if you need to get out of it, just give me back the court and I'm going to blow my whistle and we're going to play. Good, I think that's all I have. What do you have for me? What do you need from me?
I will always make eye contact with you. So if I have issues or here, just wait for me. So just kind of look for me also if I have anything going on with the table. So just wait is mostly what I have. So sometimes I have partners that leave me. Don't leave me.
No, I won't leave you.
Thank you.
If you need a card, what are you going to do?
I will ask you for one.
Good.
Just give me one.
Nice and loud.
I will.
You ask for it, I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. All right, welcome ladies. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Jasmine, Alondra.
My name is Tina, and I'm going to be your R1 for this match, and this is my partner.
Jason, I'll be your R2.
So for the visiting team, playable areas is there's a yellow line all the way around. There's a yellow center and the yellow attack lines. You can play up into the bleachers, the walls, and up here into the tables. Make sure that all your players are properly and legally equipped. Are they? And do you guys know if there's a medical professional here on hand for a concussion specialist? Perfect. And where will we find them? Behind the bleachers?
On the bench?
On the bench? Behind the bleachers. Good, on the bench. Perfect. As long as we know where we can find them. All right. So, and then up here, there's a little bit of a beam up here. So if the ball does come in contact with that and goes back onto your side, if you have a play, please play it. If not, it will be considered out. But the best thing to do is always play into the whistle. Do you guys have any questions at this time? All right. If something does happen during the match, please come up and talk to me. I'd like to have your coaches direct all their questions to my partner.
With that, for substitutions, ladies, please be mindful and be patient. If both teams come up to the line for substitutions, please wait. I might put the brakes on one team while I put the substitutions on the court. So please, again, just wait for me to get you on the court, okay? Thank you.
All right, final thing, always have fun. Always work hard and always do your best, all right? So, since you are my visiting team, you get to call the coin. This is red, and this is blue. Call it in the air. What'd she say? Red. Red? It is red. Serve or receive?
Serve.
All right, you get to serve it. You get the first warm-up. All right, anything else? All right, good luck, ladies.
Good luck.
Once your captain's meeting is finished, you should approach coaches and ask for their line judges. Some leagues require the home team to provide both line judges. Most use one from each team.
All right, ladies, first and foremost, thank you for being part of my team today. As line judges, I want you to be full in the game, 110%. All right, being a line judge myself, I always have the eye contact with the line judges. That helps keep everybody in the game. Being a line judge, we have an acronym that we like to talk about. It's called SPLAT. The S is going to be the serve. So for the serve, you got to make sure that the server does not contact that line. Jump servers, make sure that they have last contact outside and they can land inside the court. Okay? The sideline, we'll keep an eye on that. That hash, that's an extension of the sideline. If they're out here, they're going to be out. But if they can, contact the line. Okay? The next one is going to be P for pancakes. So, as line judges, if you can, please get in position to see that pancake. If you see the full ball hit the court, please put that flag down as an in, and then come up. If play continues, please just try to get my attention. I might have to wait until I come back to you. Make sure you keep that signal, okay? L. L is for lines. As line judges, you make sure that you have the entire end line and the entire sideline on the other side of the net. So you have to be down. Make sure that you can try and anticipate. Make sure you see that end line. Make sure you see your sideline, okay? A is for antennas. A is for antennas. So, again, if you can, get in position. If that ball hits the antenna, hits anything outside the antenna, or crosses the net anywhere outside that antenna, all of that is going to be an antenna fault, including hitting the stand. If it hits a ref, please don't make any signal, okay? T. T is for touches. The big one for the touches are those bam-bam plays at the net, all right? If we have the attacking side hit the ball and it goes off of the blocking side fingers and goes out, one of you line judges may have an out, the other one might have a touch. So if that's going to be the case, please keep your signals up until I look at both of you and we'll make the call from there. The other one I like to talk about is just sell me your call. If you have a call, is in, sell it, give it to me. If you hesitate and you're like, in, then I might not go with that. If we have any issues where we need to call one of the line judges over, we'll call the whole team over. Okay, have any questions? Okay, thank you so much. Let's go.
Before the game, observe the team's warm-up to get a better feeling of the level of ball handling and become mentally ready to call the game. At this time, you may have to approach the home coach to obtain 2 game balls. Check the game balls for proper inflation. It is important to establish a rapport with the scorekeeper.
Hi, I'm
good.
Tina.
I'm Steve.
Steve, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you my scorer today?
I'm your scorekeeper today.
Awesome. Tell me, have you done this before?
I have done it before, and I feel pretty good about it, but I'm not 100% sure about the Libero scoring.
Okay, well, that in case is our tracker. So I want you to just focus on the scoring right now, and then
Okay.
we can talk to our tracker later. So tell me, how do you do subs? Do you want me to yell them out at you? Do you want me to just have you do them? How do you usually track the subs?
I will listen to what you say, but I'm listening for the coach as well. If the coach is saying the numbers, but if the coach isn't saying numbers, I'm listening for you to say the numbers.
Okay, so when I blow my whistle for a sub, I'm going to say it, and then what I would like you to do is just either shake your head or something. Give
I'll
me
give
some
you a thumbs up.
acknowledgement.
Yep,
Yeah, that way we can make sure, in case it's a noisy crowd, that we both get it.
Okay.
So, perfect. Now, what if there's an issue with maybe a sub or the score? What will you do for me so that I know that you need help?
As soon as I realize something's wrong in the sheet, I will tell the scoreboard operator to buzz.
Okay,
And if I haven't figured it out, then we'll let you know on the next dead ball.
okay. Now, what if there's a wrong server? What will you do?
First, I'll be panicking a little bit, but then I'll again tell the scorekeeper or the clock operator to buzz for.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do, make sure that they serve first. If you see that it's the wrong person, don't tell coaches.
Right.
We
Wait.
gotta learn, let them learn, yeah, wait, let them make contact, and then, yeah, go ahead and hit the buzzer.
Okay.
And then that will let us know, and I'll turn around and I'll say, what's going on? And you'll say, wrong server. Okay, but then I'll need to know who the correct server was, so I can make sure that I get them on the right spots, so we don't mess up again.
Okay.
So that'll be a good thing. The same thing when a coach asks for a lineup check, I'm gonna come up to you and say, who's my next server? So just point to me who the next server is, and then I'll be able to go out and help fix that on that case. Anything else that might come up, please don't hesitate. We'll talk about it maybe during a timeout or during in between sets if something comes up for that kind of thing. Let me know when it is about to the game point. I may turn around, and if I forget to turn around, just say, hey Tina, game point. That way I can let my partner know that
Okay.
we are for sure at game point. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask me about anything. Any questions right now that you have?
How many timeouts per set?
We have 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so just record them down here on the bottom, and you always make the team that calls the timeout first, write their score first, and then the other score. Now, with libero, if the libero is going to go in and serve, all I want you to do is put a triangle around the position, not the actual player, so around the position. So when they're in, then you're going to check with the tracker and say, are they in for this person? That way you guys can make sure that she's in for the right position. Once she serves, put a triangle in the spots
Okay.
for every serve that she makes.
So the Roman numeral, the serving order position,
Correct.
not the player's number.
Correct.
Okay.
And then for everyone that she does, put a triangle there, and then whatever point she gets. If they do happen to switch and her player goes back in, then you'll switch it to the circles because the libero is no longer serving.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
that's mostly what you'll have to worry about with the libero. The tracker will keep track more of the subs and her going in and out.
And I saw that on the video, but no, I was a little bit unsure about that.
No problem. So,
Okay.
last thing I'm going to ask you is I really need your focusing, so try not to check your phone too often, or you can
I
put
won't
it
check during
away.
the game. Okay.
Okay. thank you.
Not during sets, definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Steve. We'll
Okay.
have fun.
You too?
To begin the game, blow your whistle and direct the players to the end line. It may be necessary to walk over to their huddle and say, "Let's go, coach, it's time to play." Encourage a prompt response to your whistle. After they are lined up on the end line, blow the whistle again and direct them onto the court. Use the coach's lineup sheet to check to be sure the players are in their correct position. If players are out of order, patiently direct them to their proper place and be willing to explain the problem to the coach if necessary. When a coach calls for a timeout, blow your whistle to acknowledge the timeout and clearly direct the players using the correct hand signal toward their team bench. Remember to keep your whistle tone for timeouts and substitutions distinct from your whistle to begin and end play. On the first time out taken, if your scorekeeper seems unsure, it's advisable to hurry across and confirm the time out procedure with her. Before starting the game again, signal the number of timeouts taken by each team. When a coach requests a substitution, blow your whistle to acknowledge the sub and give the appropriate hand signal. Hold the players there with a visual signal to be sure the scorekeeper has the necessary information. Then signal that the substitute may enter. When it is necessary to confer with the captains during the game, be certain to give them ample time to let their coaches know what was discussed. If you have briefed the coaches of the timeout and substitution procedures before the game, you will find out that these procedures can be run smoothly. Ask the coach to vocalize the request as well as standing and signaling. For a substitution, ask them to assist their players to move to the proper spot in front of the 10-foot line. Communicate their numbers to the scorekeeper and instruct the players to wait for the official's signal before entering. Remember to scan the benches before starting play. At the conclusion of the game, signal and direct the players to the end line. Get off the stand, cross the court quickly to verify game point. Then signal end of game with arms crossing your chest and release the players to the sidelines. Immediately, get lineup sheets to the coaches and remind teams to change sides. At the conclusion of the match, you will use the same procedure used at the end of each game, except you will direct players to shake hands at center court. Before leaving the gym, be sure to thank your line judges and scorekeeper. Remember, many junior players and coaches are relatively new to the game of volleyball and are just learning the rules. Be sure that as an official, you have left them with a positive experience.